It looks like we are live.
We are live in the building.
Yes, sir.
We got a bad media source in the building. I don't even got it pulled up on my end yet, but we just got it scheduled, so the people should be filing in.
Let's get it.
Let's go to Kiss the Ring, such a blissful thing. Don't miss the bling. So cold, I think her lips will sting. All right, I'm going to click that. We'll say view. And I see us live.
Let's get it.
So let's say go live with the shiny wax face thumbnail. You have monetization turned off, Mr. Brian.
Oh, I do? Uh-oh, I guess I didn't go into
Same for last week.
Oh, I did? Oh, it's because I guess they don't set it up. I'll be doing it from right here.
Nope, it's not made for kids. We'll say save. We will go to boom, monetization. We'll turn it on. I mean, I guess it's cool if we make a few coins off the video.
Yes, sir.
We will say insert ad rolls manually. No, we'll let YouTube do it. But schedule no, don't schedule it. What I want you to do is you choose it, YouTube. There you go. There we go. We're going to give them a balanced experience today. We're not going to go too crazy on y'all. We're just going to give y'all a balanced experience, make sure everything is good. I might have lost Brian. I'm not sure if he backed up out of the room.
You ain't lose me, my boy. What's going on?
Just letting me cook for y'all. But what's going on? KTR in the chat. We got Jalen Thomas in the chat. Big Taco Kid in the building. Montaigne Farrer. Hopefully I didn't say that wrong.
Yes,
but
sir.
Yeah, y'all still getting things set up here while everybody files into the building. Brian, how are you doing today, young man?
I'm doing well, man. How's it going for you, sir?
Going pretty good. From what I understand, you just made a trip, got a Nintendo Switch 2. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. And I heard you made a trip and got yourself a Nintendo Switch 2. Is that correct?
Man, my boy, I was out here trying to do it up. You know how I do it.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Definitely.
But Target tried to cook me, man, because I got it pre-ordered, right?
Yes.
It's hard to get these things pre-ordered, but I did it. I was able to get it done. And Target said, yeah, we'll ship it to you next week. Like,
that's
bro, how do you have them available in the store, but I can't pick it up from the store?
That's just not prioritizing a consumer right there.
That's a fact.
Hey, I heard Walmart has switches at 6 a.m. people's cribs, bro. That's
wild.
Yeah,
and they put snacks in the box too. Like
I saw that too. I saw some soda, some chips.
Okay. All right, Walmart. That's like a Target move. Walmart, they taking over.
Hell yeah.
All right, Brian, but we got some pro wrestling to talk about today because, as always, news rolls in, things is going crazy. People stalking the Performance Center, all kind of stuff going on.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I did hear about that. That's wild, bro.
They said there were like multiple arrests at the Performance Center because people were out there going crazy.
Yeah, man, that it's wild times right now in wrestling, bro. Nobody should be doing that. I'm gonna be honest.
For sure. I mean, at least they got them locked up, but still, I mean, that makes it where you can't even go to work comfortable. It's crazy.
Exactly. You saw the Twitter accounts too that someone had from Roxanne Perez, like some crazy
when she gonna.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Yeah. And I saw everybody saying like, "Oh, prayers up to Roxanne," but yikes. All right, so I see in the chat we got Anthony Phillips in here throwing out a narrative. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Anthony Phillips. Anthony Phillips says Mariah May is now in NXT. I am so proud of her. Brian, I need to hear your take. What do you think of Mariah May being added to the NXT roster?
I think it's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think they do this to everybody that's new, whether they're experienced or not, for the most part. That's what we've seen. That's their trend, at least for the last year. We've already seen it with Ricky Saints, who you can say is experienced. He's going from to the main roster already in just a couple months. I believe he debuted like right after WrestleMania, right? Something like that.
Around that time.
Yeah. So, all right, 3-4 months later, he's already up to the main roster, or he's going to be. He's already on his way up. So, yeah, man, I'm surprised that Ethan Page is still down there, though. He's been there for a year.
I'm surprised Ricky Saints or Starks, whatever you're gonna call him. I'm
Yep.
surprised he's going up before Ethan Page as well, because I think Ethan Page came in and he was just like firing on all cylinders. The guy picked up the championship, put it back down, and he's been doing this thing ever since. Ricky Saints, I haven't heard about him. I saw him do his little laser entrance
Yep.
with the zesty thing a few times, and then he was gone. But I mean, I get you said he was a North American champion, right?
Yeah, now Ethan Page is a two-time North American champion. He beat Ricky Starks, or Ricky Saint, sorry. So I think that yeah, man. I mean, the whole Mariah May thing, I get what people are saying. She's a star. But honestly, though, bro, like being completely honest with you, it's not that I don't know where she fits in. I'm all right with them cooking up some plans and then throwing her onto the main roster. Because when you look at the main roster, they just got Vicker, who they're clearly pushing. She's doing double duty on Saturday.
True.
Julia, Jordan Grace is going to be on SmackDown, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So you have all these stars plus Rhea Ripley, the Bianca Belairs, Chelsea Greens. I mean, you got a stacked women division. So I'm all for managing it correctly. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. I don't really got a lot of faith in the
No. We're not
WWE
gonna
right
leave.
now,
We'll see what
but
happens. This was a terrible move.
okay.
Mariah May comes from AEW, women's champion, the AEW women's champion. Before she left on her way out, one of the best matches in AEW history she put on with Toni Storm. She showed us she can do the hardcore stuff, blood all over the place. Great match, great showcase for both women. She goes into WWE from playing at the top of the ranks, and then they put her in NXT where they are going to cool her off drastically. One problem is, and you know what, maybe this is a reason she needs to be in NXT, because her character is overly sexual, and you are not doing that stuff in WWE. She's not going to go out there tongue locking those other wrestlers, so maybe they need to figure that stuff out. We know they're changing her name, so they're giving her a
Yes.
complete rebuild. But as far as keeping her down into NXT for months, I
Yep.
think that's a bad idea, because this woman is ready to be on the main roster. You can't hold down your stars just because you have so much star power on the main roster. Sink or swim. I mean, look at what they did with Jade Cargill. She needed to be in NXT.
I agree with you.
They showcased her very well in AEW, but when it comes to moving to WWE, that's a woman who needed to be in NXT, where
Yes.
Mariah May is primed and ready for the main roster. So I think this is a slap in the face. And I saw somebody, I'm not going to say the name because they're always getting cooked, trying to say that AEW offered Mariah May $1 million and WWE offered her 200,000.
That's cap.
I know it's not true, but I'm saying I'm not surprised if that is the case, because we heard what happened with Stephanie. She said, well, AEW is offering me this. And WWE said, that's what we don't care about. If you want that, then you go play over there. But people have the WWE dream where they're like, you know what? I'll take less money just to be in WWE.
Yeah.
You got to understand, WWE we see today is not the WWE Vince McMahon built. And these people will find that out the hard way.
Yes, I agree with that as well. I agree with that sentiment a lot.
So, I mean, I don't know. How long do you think they'll keep Mariah May down there?
I think she'll be down there maybe September. She gets brought up after September. I mean, I think they keep her there for the summer, let her develop, and not develop. And I don't mean develop in like the wrestling way or the way that most people think, but I'm talking about building a character that's suited for WWE, right? Just like you mentioned. So I think that we save that for then. We let her work, we let her cook and see. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? You just got rid of your bigger women stars from NXT recently, right? So you got to keep bringing up that roster. That's why I feel
okay. I want to ask you about that. So when you say you just got rid of your bigger female stars in NXT, which ones are you referring to?
Vicker, Grace, and Julia. Those three.
Okay, Stephanie Vicker, definitely. I'm gonna say it like Michael Cole now, Stephanie Vicker, because people can't say I'm wrong because that's how Michael Cole says it. But Stephanie, definitely going to be a star. I think she's on the road to get there. Glad to put her in the Money in the Bank match.
Like a U in
I know,
the word.
bro. I switch it every time, but I said, you know what? If Michael Cole's saying it like this, y'all can't say I'm wrong because I'm saying it like him. But Stephanie, on the way up, I think putting her in NXT, it wasn't a bad move, because look at what Booker T gave her. Now when she's on Monday Night Raw doing the Gooner's Plunge, people are in the crowd saying, ah, and I think that's going to be big for her moving forward. So big win.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace, I don't think she needed NXT, but whatever. I think it did cool her down quite a bit.
Yes.
But Julia, I think she's cooked.
You think what? Sorry?
I feel like the fans aren't really taking to her on the main roster.
Really?
I mean, look at the viral clip that's been going around when she did the neck snap to Charlotte, and there was like no crowd response. I feel like she didn't build up a strong connection before they pulled her out of NXT. So I think
I
of
think
those
so
three,
too.
she's going to be the one who sinks.
But I think what's affecting her is her language barrier. But if we were able to get through it
Stephanie,
with Stephanie, and we were able to get through it with Io Sky, who's clearly, you know, someone who's become champion and all that good stuff. I think that it's possible that, you know, she can fix it as well. So we'll see what
you're
happens.
right. I mean, that's one thing we see under Triple H that has been a positive, because guys like Shinsuke Nakamura, who should have
Yes.
definitely been at the top of the card and a star in WWE, I
Mhm.
think that language barrier kind of hurt him, where Vince McMahon didn't see putting him in that top position. And now we see where he is now. But Stephanie, I think she can thrive, even though she does have that language barrier. But Julia's going to have to work a little bit harder, because Stephanie's kind of got she's got that something, that je ne sais quoi, that, you know, is
Now,
kind of the thing you can't
Stephanie
learn.
got it, bro. I mean, the thing with Stephanie is, right, we've seen Rey Mysterio be able to kind of mix in the Spanglish with Spanish and
Oh, yeah.
English. Who he's somebody that you look at, you know, at a luchador, he speaks English very well. He doesn't need to do the Spanish and English, but he seems to get both races involved, or, you know, both languages involved, is better said. So I could definitely see, you know, Stephanie kind of going that route. She doesn't need to speak, you know, a crazy amount of English, but if she can mix in the focalized parts in her promos, you know, in English and then speak in Spanish, I think it'll have like that cool back and forth with her. So
True.
that's something that I can definitely see them doing.
True, but I think she does, if she can, you know, I think she needs to put in that extra time and kind of get a hold of her English
Yeah,
to cut better promos, because Andrade, he is one of the best. That man is, I mean, he looks great. He's great in the ring, but I think what holds him back is his ability to speak English as well. So, I mean, if she wants to go to that next level and become a superstar, I think it's something she needs to work on.
agreed.
But we got to give a big shout out to the biggest Ohm, who first says boys, and then he comes back in and says that's because WWE fans don't like wrestling. Well, WWE was never built for the fans to like wrestling. It was always really about the storytelling. And then when NXT came around, I think WWE became more about wrestling. And
Yeah,
right now, which we'll talk about this later, it seems like TKO doesn't want a wrestling company. They're leaning into what Vince McMahon said, and they want an entertainment company. So I think AEW is where you look if you want to find that actual, you know, the banger wrestling.
agreed.
WWE is just something different these days.
Agreed.
But you know what? Big shouts out to Stephanie. Big shouts out to, what do you think about Jordan? How is she going to do on the main
I
roster?
think Jordan's gonna be just fine, bro. I don't think, like, aside from Rhea, I can't really think of a girl that looks as muscular as her. You know what I mean? So I think she's gonna have a unique look, in my opinion, compared to most of the women. So I think that she will be fine.
Yeah. Hopefully, because I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of botch clips floating around from her on the website formerly
Yeah.
known as Twitter. So, hey, I think, you know, it's been a long time coming from her. She went from being a super thick woman to now being super fit. So she totally reinvented herself to get to this spot. So hopefully everything works out for her.
Yep.
Big shouts out to us for starting this podcast off talking about women's wrestling, because the WWE and even AEW doesn't seem to appreciate it as much as they should. But let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, because Brian, we mentioned Stephanie Vakir here, who will be going into the women's Money in the Bank. Now, do you think she has a chance to win that?
No, I think it's too early to have her win. So no, I don't think she is winning Money in the Bank. Um, I can see her like being one of the girls at the top, but not being able to go on ahead and get the job done.
They'll
Um,
probably,
and they'll put her in a good spot. That I know.
yeah,
So but I don't think she wins. I think that she'll win at Worlds Collide. She'll lose that Money in the Bank, but she's also going to be shouted out and called out and put on the spot a lot, because WWE will make it known, hey, she pulled a double duty today. So
yeah, for sure. I think they'll probably give her that spot where she's at the top of the ladder or something, and whoever's going to win it pulls her down and like
yeah,
kind of slips on a banana peel. She gets it. I think they are really high on her and they really believe in her, so I think she's going to be protected as well. But my boy El Grande Americano pulled off a miracle.
hey,
Pulled off a miracle.
I'm cool with it.
I love it. I think it's a great match. I love the fact that they put him in there with 2 mega stars and had him pull off. Now, CM Punk should have took the pin. Don't get it wrong. CM Punk should have definitely took the
over
pin.
AJ. I don't know.
I'm glad this man actually walked out there with a win. It's perfect. I love what they're doing with this character. People did kind of push away from it. I like that they're leaning into it. I still wish they said he was from the Gulf of Mexico, but I think it's a good direction for El Grande Americano.
Agreed.
Now, I saw some people trying to say it was Chad Gable because he had CG on his boots, but apparently he got those boots from Chelsea Green because he left his at home. So big shouts out to the boy.
Yes, sir.
But does El Grande Americano pick up the win at Money in the Bank?
You know what's crazy, bro? I wouldn't put it past the WWE. And the reason why I say that is because Triple H has already said he don't like the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now, imagine that they do something really cool since this guy mocks, luchadores, you know what I'm saying? And he does that type of stuff. What if he won Money in the Bank, went and cashed in on the the CML championship?
Oh,
and brought that championship to WWE.
Come on, bro. No, they don't need any more belts.
But I'm saying for temporarily.
But what do you do with it? Because you've got to, if you do it temporarily, then you've got to kind of like unify somewhere. And then now CMLL doesn't have a belt. Like if you smash it together with your United States champion or something.
I don't know. I could just see something like that happening, bro. It's very obvious. And it's already proven that they don't care for the Money in the Bank. I feel like they do it because it makes them money.
Right. You can sell the briefcases and stuff.
I feel like they just don't care about it. So I could see him going in there, cashing in on something that just makes no complete sense.
So you think Chad Gable has a chance of winning when they're kind of pushing Seth Rollins so hard? Is Seth Rollins going straight up for the championship, or is he in the Money in the Bank?
Bro, no, he's in the Money in the Bank.
I thought so.
It would be so damn obvious though if Seth Rollins wins, because Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, they've been interfering in every match. They're definitely going to interfere in the Money in the Bank match. Now now what I can see is CM Punk coming out and trying to stop Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Maybe Sami Zayn. I don't think he's in the match. So I really don't think Seth wins. I don't think Seth wins. Not yet. He ain't going to be in there at all.
I think they can squeeze him in. You know how they do at the last minute. You know what? Who all is in there? Who all is in the match right now?
Let me check it out.
Because I mean, come on. We just had, who was that? Shotzi Blackheart talking about how Alexa Bliss was apologizing to her. She's so sorry for taking her Rumble spot. You're not sorry, for one. But I wouldn't put it past them. If they change their mind last minute, I think they'll pull somebody out of the match.
Is Shorty still in the WWE? I don't think so, right? Shotzi? She's gone.
Shotzi, no, she's gone. I think that's why she's talking.
Oh, yeah. I mean, bro, you knew what you was doing before. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't apologize now. It's a business.
Exactly. You knew. Do you blame Alexa? She didn't have to apologize. I'll say that's a positive about it. She didn't have to apologize about the situation, but the fact that she did, I think, it has to count for something.
No, I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, she don't make the decisions. I mean, she might have agreed to it because it was pitched, but she don't make. Yo, I cannot find this card, bro. Give me a second.
But I mean, Alexa Bliss, she popped up at the Royal Rumble and then disappeared. I don't think she hasn't really done anything since. Went in the ring and Tiffany Stratton cooked her. And who else was it? Charlotte. She said, "You girls are too vintage for me." Like, yo, Alexa Bliss is only like 32 or something. 33?
Yeah.
And they're already calling her old.
Wait a second.
Can't find the participants.
So LA Knight joined. So Solo Sikoa, LA Knight are in the match.
Okay. Two people.
Grande Americano. Seth Rollins. How many men is it? 8? 6?
It's usually 6, right? It's LA Knight's time to win Money in the Bank. I think LA Knight is done.
Up.
His time is up. I told y'all it wasn't going to happen.
They should have struck. They should have struck when he was hot because he was hot for over a year. They should have just struck then. I don't know why it took him so long to strike.
Yeah, he's 42 years old now, and that's something else we're going to have to talk about here because it's not looking too good for LA Knight right now. All right, so
honestly, bro, I can't find it, but Yeah.
No, it's cool. I mean, you already gave me the names I needed. They could definitely, if they want to do something with Sami Zayn and his story, they would pull LA Knight out of that
I
match.
just don't know when they're gonna do it because Sammy's on Raw.
You're right. We are right
And it's
there.
this week.
You're
Okay,
right
so here's
there.
what I got. All right, I got it. Solo, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and El Grande Americano. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's either a Grande Americano or Seth Rollins. This is mighty freaking obvious. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't think Penta wins. Andrade definitely not winning. LA Knight definitely not winning. And Solo Sikoa definitely not winning.
That's what they not doing.
So is El Grande Americano or Seth Rollins? I don't know, bro. Seth might win or El Grande Americano.
But I don't know. On Monday, you see Karrion Kross telling Sami Zayn, "You are a bad guy, sir. I know it's in there. You're a bad guy," just like he's been doing everybody.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I mean, WWE will change these things last minute. LA
Agree.
Knight could be beat down backstage, and they could be like, "Who did this all
Yeah.
night? Who did this to him?" When it's time for that competitor to come out, Sami Zayn takes the spot.
Yep.
So I mean, I wouldn't say it's impossible. And I would like to see a Sami Zayn versus Jey Uso feud before it's all said and done. But I don't know. Again, you got too much stuff going on right now for me to call if it's going to happen or not.
I agree.
All right. So next up, let's talk about ageism in WWE because it's been pretty much speculated that TKO is planning on letting a lot more contracts come to an end. Now, we took kind of a pretty hard blow to the WWE a while ago. Was that last week where
Yeah.
they dropped R-Truth? So R-Truth came on X and confirmed that his contract would be coming to an end and WWE would not be renewing it. Now, it did come out after that WWE did shoot him an offer. Apparently, they shot him a lowball offer that I'm sure they knew he wasn't going to
That doesn't surprise me.
take. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm just not doing that. I'd rather go away." So R-Truth, after being locked in for, I believe it was 17 years, he will be leaving the WWE. Now, I don't think this would have happened if Vince McMahon was there. R-Truth was definitely a Vince McMahon guy, and Vince McMahon kind of kept him,
I agree.
employed with the company. And now that TKO has taken over, seems like a lot of these legacy guys will be let go.
Yeah.
Do you think they should have released R-Truth? Do you understand the business side of it? What's your thoughts on all of this stuff, Brian?
I don't think they should have released R-Truth. To be quite honest, man, I feel like he was on TV enough to keep around, and the guy was obviously still over. He was funny. To me, it really made no sense because WWE and TKO talk about all these record profits that they're making. So if you're making so much money, why can't you afford to keep someone? I'm sure that they lowballed him, but I'm sure that he's also probably somebody that they probably don't have to pay that much to compared to some of the higher tier wrestlers that's around, such as Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, guys like that. So it just makes no sense. You know what I mean? Personally, for me, and bro, his shirt was like probably number one. Like, I mean, you missed Cody's return to go get that damn shirt.
I had to go grab it, man.
So yeah, bro. I to be honest, I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, to each their own. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't make decisions.
Yeah, and you know what? It's popular to be mad that R-Truth got released, and I don't think he should have been released either, just because he's been there for so long.
Yeah.
But and there was still a spot for him. I mean, he was going out there, he was doing the funny stuff, the comedic relief. He went out there and had a main event match with John Cena. So I think he still has some juice in the tank, but then you got to think of it from the business side of things. How much money is R-Truth bringing in here?
Right.
And I'm sure TKO is looking at stuff like that. This man is this age.
Yep.
He's bringing us this much money in. Do we sign him to a contract? Is he giving us that return in our investment? They decided to let him go.
Yep.
We look at Carlito. They brought Carlito in. He's pretty much just been hanging around with the Judgment Day this whole time. I don't remember. Has he been having matches?
Who, Carlito?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, if he does, he's getting squashed in it.
Exactly. So the amount of money we paying him, are we getting our return in our investment? I think that's another guy that, unfortunately, from a business side of things, it makes sense.
Agreed.
Now, this is another one that's pretty surprising to me because we know The Miz scrubbed everything WWE away from his social media accounts, and they're saying that his contract comes back like to an end this year as well. Do you think The Miz is looking at uncertain futures with WWE?
I can easily see it, bro. Easily, bro.
I mean, he's another one of those players who pretty much, he's one of the guys they can pull in there when they need him. But I mean, I don't think he's doing much different than what our Truth was doing.
The reason why I say it, that I can easily see it, is because they use him to put talent over, right? You can take a guy from NXT that you may not have plans for, whatever the case may be, and put him in that spot. His spot is easy. You just got to make talent look good. There's not much more to it. Would I like him to get released? No. I mean, he's the Miz, bro. He's been around for freaking years and years and years. So, no, I wouldn't.
He's never been released, has he?
No, he's never been released. You know what I mean? And he's someone who's proven to stick around. 3-time WWE champion. Like, my boy, he's done it up. So
he was never supposed to be a WWE champion.
That's what I'm saying. Never. And he main evented 27. Even though we may say that PLE wasn't good at the time, for the exception of Triple H and The Undertaker. But Kenny was looking at the camera like, hold on, what you about to say, my boy? but yeah, man, the Miz, I wouldn't like to see him get released, but it wouldn't shock me at this point, bro. Like, bro, you got to look at like everything that they got right now too. Like, bro, they got right now they got the CML, they got NXT, they got TNA that they're currently always getting talent from. Like Joe Hendry, he's apparently a lock to go to WWE right after his contract is up. So again, it goes back to it. All right, bro, you got to start letting these veterans go. They're only getting older, and you need to develop younger talent, because that's one thing that we've always talked about on this podcast is younger talent, right? WWE relies on the Roman Reigns of the world, the Seth Rollins, the Cody Rhodes, the John Cena. I mean, what happens when those guys are gone? Roman Reigns just got the biggest acting role of his career thus far, and it's only going to get better for that. And then Cody said he got 5 years left, 45, he's out. So Seth Rollins, he's already 37, 38, and we know he can be injury prone at times. So yeah, bro, I mean, you don't want to see nobody lose their job, but if it means that younger talent will get the TV time that they need, I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Now, outside of that, there is another name that's been coming up here, and I think people are going to be very upset if this one comes to pass, but they're stating that Karrion Kross, I think even he said it, I think Fightful said, they're saying Karrion Kross' contract is coming up as well, and he hasn't even been approached about a new deal yet. Do you think Karrion Kross could be seeing his end of days in WWE again?
So I think this is going to be a bad look on Triple H more than anybody, because he brought back Karrion Kross after he was released by Vince McMahon, brought him back, did absolutely nothing with the guy. And now there's a potential for him not getting re-signed. And honestly, if he doesn't get re-signed, I understand, because the guy hasn't done nothing. But if you bring someone back, you expect them to kind of do something, right? Yeah, and nobody, bro, at the end of the day, like, nobody wants to. I would argue Braun Strowman did more in this run than Karrion Kross has ever done. I'll just say that. His on the main roster. I'm talking on the main roster. Because Braun Strowman had some bangers with Jacob Fatu. Like, he made Jacob look really good. Like, Jacob made good use out of those matches. Under Triple H versus Undertaker 2 was mid. You're crazy.
Don't even.
You are crazy.
Don't even read. Yeah, but he's going crazy in the chat, or whoever that is.
Yeah, that's that's Homer, bro. Real OQ. That's
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
man. That's the biggest. but yeah, man. Damn, I lost my train of thoughts. But yeah, Karrion Kross, bro. It wouldn't surprise me if he got released. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. You don't wish for nobody to lose their job, bro. But what is he realistically doing? You can get somebody else to fill that TV time. Me personally, I feel like Karrion Kross started doing the whole promo thing a little too late, to be honest. Yeah. And I've never been on a Karrion Kross train, guys. I'll be completely honest. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a Karrion Kross guy. Can he cut a good promo? Hell yeah, but the bell has to ring at some point.
I was a Karrion Kross guy. Like I always say, when he had a bald head, I think he just looked like a psychotic, menacing character. The presentation they gave him in NXT was amazing. Yep. Vince McMahon brought him up and butchered him, and I think he just never really recovered from there. I think right now, they're giving him something with this character, but it looks like they're not invested in it. They're just putting him on TV to shut him up. And people are saying he needs to go to AEW. I don't even know if that'll be good for him.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know if they would take him because they had like it was something going on where he was supposed to sign with AEW and then ended up with WWE. I think he went to AEW and they like squashed him, so it doesn't look good there. I mean, we'll see what happens with Karrion Kross. I think with his size and he can speak on the mic, I think it can carry him somewhere. But like you said, at some point the bell has to ring, and if you can't keep up in AEW, it's not going to be good for you.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, but I did see something in here that I found pretty interesting. I think who was it? Let me see. There we go. Montaigne says Hendry's buzz is dying down. Do you think Joe Hendry's buzz is dead or
no? I think that he's not. I think that he's in TNA. I mean, bro, you look at the WrestleMania pop. The WrestleMania pop was insane. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that WrestleMania pop.
WrestleMania pop was insane. Whenever people see him, people go crazy for him. But yeah, I don't think that. Damn, I lost my train of thought again.
Well, I'm gonna see because I see Jay Barnacle
says, but yeah, I think I don't think when he goes to the WWE, he'll be fine. I don't think he's lost his buzz because WrestleMania completely proved that wrong. Like my boy got a very, very loud ovation, so I think he's fine.
Okay, yeah. I mean, again, WrestleMania is WrestleMania, but I think that might have been the peak of his career, though, just coming out in that spot, in that moment, getting that pop. I mean, unless he does come to WWE and turn up.
He's like 36. He's going to be 37. So I don't really think that he's going to have too much of a higher peak than that. I could be wrong. I mean, look at Cody. He hit the prime of his career when he was 37, but Hendry's no Cody Rhodes, not even in TNA. So we'll have to see what happens.
All right, so Jay Barnacle says Killer Kross was never in AEW. Could have sworn he was on AEW Dark or something. They had him in the match. Maybe I'm mistaken because I am not seeing it.
He said, "Are you confusing him with shaved Nick Comoroto?"
Nah, Nick Comoroto. That's a big dude, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's Nick Comoroto.
Yeah, bro. I don't think he was not. I don't think he was in AEW, bro.
Yep, so maybe I am wrong because I don't see the match. I thought they had him on AEW Dark or something. Like he did like a cup of coffee and then he ended up signing with WWE after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm not really sold on Karrion, but you know, I think he has a killer like presentation. I think his presentation is awesome, but I don't think that he goes further than that.
You think right now his presentation is still awesome?
I'm talking about mostly like his entrance. Like he comes out with the girl, which I think is his wife. He got the smoke coming. He got the music, the dim lights. I think it was even cooler when they used to move the steps to the middle of the ring for him so he could go straight up the middle. I thought that was really cool when they used to do that, but they don't do it no more.
See, I can't say they didn't try with him because I mean they even did the thing with the Authors of Pain, and I mean they're gone. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with Karrion Kross. It seems like people are really behind him. So we'll see if WWE sees that and offers him something. I mean, they might give him a low ball offer. And with the way these guys work today, back then it was all about making the money. These days it's all about being in WWE and living that dream. So wrestlers are going to have to get it together. Agreed. But let's go ahead and move on to the next story, Brian, because apparently The Rock, he was pissed. I don't know if he still is, but do you have the details on this story?
So according to sources, basically he was supposed to train with a said wrestler from NXT, and WWE was supposed to set up a private jet for him, but WWE thought that he was using his own jet. But his own jet, there was a problem with his jet, so they had to cancel the practice that day. And that's what it was. He got to practice the next day. But yeah, apparently that was a big thing.
Next day, but they said it was a falling out.
Apparently, it was a minor fallout.
All right, so I'm going to read the story here. This is from Cultaholic. So The Rock and WWE had a minor falling out during Dwayne Johnson's preparation for WrestleMania 40 Night 1 main event, which saw The Rock team with Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. To prepare for the match, WWE brought in Gallus to train The Rock in Los Angeles, and they went through Johnson's planned spots in the tag team match. The preparation ended up getting underway one day later than planned, however, because of a minor falling out. Now, when I saw this, they said, let me see, because they said that it was kind of like one side trying to big dog the other side. So was this WWE trying to teach The Rock a lesson, saying, listen, bro, you moving on our time, not yours?
Well, I mean, that would be odd being that he's a board of directors, right, with TKO. I feel like that. I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest. Unless probably WWE has their own private jets. That's probably not a TKO thing or something that's on TKO's agenda. Regardless, though, this whole Rock thing is a little bit odd. I'm kind of starting to put the pieces together. There's definitely some sort of power struggle between The Rock and Triple H there, and it's very obvious, bro. I mean, even some of the stuff and stories that they've done this year that we've seen, it's just very interesting, right? They do something good and then like there's a disconnect. Do something good and then there's a disconnect. It seems to happen a lot. And I think that it comes from the fact that The Rock, he tries to intertwine himself in any storyline at whatever time he wants, and that disrupts the flow of it. I haven't been a big Rock fan the last year. Call me whatever you want. Just not a big fan lately.
Listen, I don't care what The Rock does. I'm a Rock guy, because that guy, when he's out there doing his pro wrestling stuff, I don't think nobody does it like him. Stone Cold was the guy who could kind of match up his energy, but we see what happened with Stone Cold at WrestleMania this year. It was rough.
Yes, I also think, man, I like The Rock, but when you're doing this at the expense of stories and the flow of the WWE, I just can't support that. And I think that we would be looking at Cena's heel turn a bit different if it was just Cena involved and not The Rock having anything to do with it, because I feel like a lot of what's going on with the storyline stems from that heel turn with The Rock being there, which made for an awesome moment. Don't get me wrong, we were there, it was fun, but we wouldn't be sitting here asking for an explanation on why John Cena did what he did with The Rock if The Rock wasn't there.
True. But I mean, Brian, that power struggle there leads to our next story. Yo, Kobe, you got to relax, my boy. But that leads to the next story here, because apparently this is actually bigger than what we thought it was. Jonathan Coachman dropped a statement on a podcast. Let me see what he had to say. All right, so this is the quote from Jonathan Coachman. From my time there and my time with The Rock, I know for a fact that he does not get along with Triple H. That does not go away. They've always been butting heads for years and years for a lot of different reasons, he said. The reason I said on my show there's a big power struggle, well, first of all, I've talked to two people close to the situation, and they've told me, but I can't tell you who they are, but I've got really good intel. And then he goes on to say, and we predicted that within 8 months, Triple H will not be running WWE anymore. He said, I actually feel kind of bad for him because I've always really liked him. But look at what happened at WrestleMania. He gets inducted into the Hall of Fame for the third time, and an hour and 37-minute speech in 1 a.m. You're overscheduling the entire week. There's nothing free for the fans to go to. And then at WrestleMania, you're going to disrespect Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin and walk them out there with everybody else to give a wave to the crowd, and you get your own water and music and at the end of the night. That's not the quote I was looking for. Pretty much what he's saying is that he believes The Rock is trying to push Triple H out of creative, and he wants Brian Gewirtz to take over, take his place and pretty much run WWE. Do you think that would actually put us in a better spot, or do you think Triple H is the best man for the job right now?
Uncle Chuck, first off, I just want to say thank you for the compliment. Recently found and subscribed to your channel. First time watching a live podcast. We appreciate you. If you are watching this video now and you haven't tuned into the podcast, make sure you guys go on ahead and do that every Thursday, 8 o'clock. But let's go on ahead and get back into the answer. Honestly, bro, this is probably the first time I'll say this. I don't know if Triple H is the guy for the job. Ooh. It feels like right now we are at a point where WWE has plateaued in terms of product and in terms of what we're seeing. And it's felt this way since the road to WrestleMania. This road to WrestleMania that we just went through was probably the worst road to WrestleMania in memory, and at least in recent memory. Um, so yeah, man. I mean, if there is a change, I would like to see the change. Um, because I currently don't think that Triple H has me hooked. And I think that a lot of I'm not gonna say that he's the worst booker. He is definitely a good booker, but he's definitely really, really bad right now. He's having a really, really bad stint. And I think that I would enjoy seeing somebody else take the reins because I kind of feel Triple H has peaked. And a lot of his peak came from continuing some of what Vince McMahon started with the bloodline story.
That's tough. I feel like Triple H is like the last he's like the last one left when it comes to everything we had when WWE was coming up. We know Triple H is behind the scenes working on everything, but who else? Stephanie's gone, Vince McMahon's gone, Vince Russo, Ed Farrar, they've been gone for a while. If Triple H moves out of that seat, I mean, Brian Gewirtz, he's been writing for The Rock, I believe, specifically, like back in the day, and then he left to go to Hollywood with The Rock. So I guess he is somebody who was there in the old guard,
Yeah.
but WWE right now just feels like it's not WWE anymore. And I think if Triple H is out of that seat, it will completely lose its identity from what we had before. And I think that's where we're headed. I mean, I don't even know if
I
Triple
mean,
H is.
bro, what we're watching right now doesn't even feel like wrestling, to be completely honest. Like, I understand you like the whole, WWE isn't like hasn't focused on wrestling, but like it's now more than ever. It feels like the ads, the commercials, just
Oh, yeah.
everything is just nasty.
Mhm.
And I usually don't mind the mat. I don't mind that type of stuff, but like Slim Jim tables, like there's just so much like just crap that just is just bad for the product. The commercials. We went to Saturday Night Main Event, bro. Like me and you were walking in the hallway, and I don't know why. I just think this is funny, but this guy, we seen those two kids running. John Cena's coming out. John Cena's coming out,
Yeah.
and we're just strolling. We're like, bro, John Cena ain't coming out for like another 15 minutes, dog.
Yep.
Like whatever. But again, we went, sat down, did whatever we did, and ads were still happening. So it
Mhm.
just feels like the product is not in a good space right now. It's very obvious that they're again a business is a business. They're about making money, but it's very obvious that they just care about the money. They don't care about anything else. They don't care about the product. They don't care about the consumer. It's just a very, very bad experience at the moment. And I understand that everybody may not feel that way, but like, take it from me, bro. I mean, Kenny, Omer, I mean, those guys, they have been my friends for a pretty long time now, I'd say. And I've been a WWE defender, right? And I feel this way. So um it's one of those things where it's just frustrating as a fan to continue seeing the same thing over and over and over again. 4 match PLEs, like 4 matches at Money in the Bank, I believe it is. Like, bro, we went from like what was 7, 8 matches to 4. Just crazy
Mhm.
stuff, man. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, and I mean, we think about back when, like we used to go to these shows, like, well, we still go to them, but we were like, yeah, you want to go to this show? Yeah, let's go. Like, there was no question about it because we knew what the tickets looked like, we knew
Yeah.
what our seats would look like. We just paid about $300 to go to Saturday night's main event, and like you said, that it felt like it was 40% commercials,
Yes.
and
There was
not much.
maybe an hour and 15 minutes a show.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah,
crazy, bro. They would come back from ads, someone would make their entrance, and then we would be back in ads. It was
and
crazy. It was crazy.
ridiculous. And I saw people on Twitter, like it wasn't just us, like people on Twitter were complaining about the commercial breaks and stuff too. That and just the price of the show, like you're paying to get in there so much. Like these aren't seats that are close to the ring or anything. I was looking at AEW All In tickets for what we paid to get into Saturday night's main event. You're close to the ring at All In, and
I
that's
agree.
just ridiculous. And I think people WWE, they're going to price out their fan base. I mean, people are going to start looking to AEW if you want to go to a wrestling show, especially if they're coming to town and you're curious and just look at the prices and see what you can get into a show for. I mean, I think that will kind of push people to watch AEW more than they are right now.
Yeah, it's definitely I don't know, bro. The future of WWE to me isn't looking too bright in terms of the fan base. Like, don't get me wrong. WWE will always be WWE, and you will have those people that
I
pay
wouldn't
for
say
those
that.
tickets. I would say that. I think that they're established well enough to the point where I don't think that something so bad could happen to them. Can they have a decline like we've seen in the past under Vince McMahon? Sure. But I don't think it's going to get to the point like I just think that they got to realize, bro, right? UFC, I'm not justifying those tickets. But
No, that's what
UFC,
I was about to say.
yeah, but
That's what they're
UFC,
coming. That's what it's coming
yeah,
to.
but UFC big cards, right? They don't happen all of the time. They happen every 2-3 months. So, like, not that I'm justifying it, but I can see why. Okay, why John Jones, to see John Jones fight, you got to pay this much money. But WWE is on 52 weeks a freaking year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop. So why? You know what I'm saying? I know that we've derailed from the topic of The Rock and, whatever, but why? Just why are you pricing out your base like this when you have a show? You have 2 shows every week, not to mention all these companies that you now own under the same umbrella. So you ain't going broke. You getting all this money still. It just makes no sense.
And you say WWE is always going to be the top dog. I don't know, man. We've seen big companies fall before. And I mean, if you're pricing out your audience where these people can't afford your tickets and you're not filling up these buildings, it's gonna get worse and worse. And then if TKO gets sick of it and sells off WWE to somebody else, who's to say whose hands it gets into? Things could go bad for them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do have a point. I mean, I don't know at this point what could happen unless like Stephanie or somebody buys it back, but I don't think she would even do that. I don't think she cares for it like that.
I don't think they were happy. I heard that Triple H and Stephanie aren't even on talking terms with Vince McMahon right now, and that's probably because he sold the company off to somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think Stephanie would be I think she would be a good fit though, because she grew up in the business and she knows what it takes to run it. So I mean, I don't know.
But they don't
I
got
think
the
the
net.
McMahon
They
should
don't
own
got the net worth to buy it though. Nobody does,
Stephanie and
unless,
Shane together. You don't think they? Oh yeah, you're
bro, it's
right.
billions, $10 billion, bro.
You're right.
The only guy that could buy it back is probably Vince.
Could Vince buy it back
But
at this point?
again, though,
He's
you got
selling stocks off.
again though, we got to remember, if they get investors together and they buy the company back, that's a possibility because a lot of people don't have that money. So you get an investor team, people that invest and do things with different companies or whatnot, and you could do that. So yes, it's very much possible, but the odds very low. But I did hear that WWE is in debt, like with TKO, like it hasn't been the most profitable
That's why. Yep.
company. So
That's why I said they might sell
yeah.
it. Like they could be like, you know what, let's just get this off of our hands because it's not doing what we wanted it to do. Nick Khan probably sold them a bill of goods, and now they're like kind of like, wait a minute, this wasn't a good idea. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
They're still doing good business, but I mean, I think the product will fall off eventually off the cliff. I feel like it's on the cliff, but it will eventually fall off. Maybe, hey, bro, Tony could buy it. Just saying.
Tony Khan. I mean, him and his dad could buy it.
Bro, him and
Realistically,
his pops probably know people in investor team. Hey, bro, that would be crazy. I'm just saying.
because Vince McMahon would not sell it to them.
Right.
But I mean, TKO, maybe if they want to get it off their hands. I heard they said Tony Khan put in a bid whenever it went up for sale, but they probably said that's who we're not selling it.
Yeah,
to.
I mean, they're not going to do what they did to WCW, but like let that happen to them willingly. So, because
yeah,
but you remember Vince McMahon went on there and he was like, "Yeah, this is my doing now."
Yeah. Hilarious, man. Great days. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. I've been watching WWE since I was 2 or 3 years old, so I definitely don't want to see them go out of business.
Yeah,
but I do want to see it get better than it has been for
Agreed.
a long time now. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And then extending or keeping SmackDown at 3 hours, it's just too much.
I agree.
Just too much. Wanting so much money and not being able to deliver the same quality, it hurts the product, man. Hurts the product. I mean, AEW pulled something crazy last night. I saw I'm not sure who it was, but y'all were asking if we talked about the 4-hour AEW show last night yet. That's what I didn't watch.
I'll be honest, I did not watch it, but I will go back and watch it because I have been trying my best to get back into AEW and get back into that mix. Because again, I'm not enjoying WWE, and I did like some of what I saw last week. Now, not all, but I am excited to see All In. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to attend due to some personal stuff, but
I'll be
but I know my
there.
boys will be there. You know what I'm saying, taking a shot for me in spirit.
100%.
So
Me and the biggest
yeah,
ohm
man.
will be in the
So
building.
it should be
But
exciting
yeah,
for you guys. Tony Storm, Mercedes Monet. I think that's going to be a hell of a freaking match.
for sure. And I am going to go watch the show. Hopefully I can watch it tonight. I'm going to go run some video games probably. And hopefully I can, well, yeah, I'll get the whole show done. 4
Go run the
hours.
video games, my
Oh, that
boy.
boy got the Switch 2 in the building.
Yeah, so,
But
man.
yeah, I mean, without commercials, it should take what, maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes?
2 hours. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna just
2:45?
throw it back, watch it in the background while I play some games. But I definitely want to go watch it, man. Catch it on. I do got HBO Max. I forgot
Me
about
too.
that, man.
That's
Hey,
exactly how I'm gonna run it. But yeah, just 4 hours sitting down, I can't do it. So I couldn't watch it live. But yeah, I will catch it tonight. But Brian,
yes, sir.
do you got any other topics you want to tackle tonight? You know what? Let's talk about something. Let's throw on some 2K topics here.
Let's do it.
Because I saw a lot of people talking about
what you got cooking?
2K in the comments. The WrestleMania 41 pack. We can expect to see that sometime this month, do you think?
Yes.
I was thinking the same thing because last year it
was
dropped
June.
on June 5th, right?
Yep. Yep. Yo, you just took that. You just took that out of my brain, bro. I actually was going to do something with this yesterday, and I was busy. I went to Best Buy, try to get a Switch, but nonetheless, yeah, bro. I definitely think that it's gonna be sometime this month. We could actually very well see it next week. What do you think?
Next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, next week. I mean, that makes sense. Well, tomorrow's Friday, and Summer Games Fest is tomorrow. Now, we saw WWE Games like kind of getting involved with these shows last year because they revealed the island on a PlayStation Network thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like the state of play.
Yep.
Do you think it's possible at Summer Games Fest they roll this thing out saying the WrestleMania 41 pack available now? Like, throw us a little trailer.
It's possible. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's possible, but I'm not sure. I could see them. I mean, I could see them dropping a trailer on Friday. I could see that tomorrow, Friday Night SmackDown, maybe.
But so you think they drop the trailer and then schedule the release out like it's coming next week? You don't think they do it like, boom, this is available right now?
No.
No?
Actually, it's possible because last year they just dropped a post saying, "Hey, we just patched the game. Your stuff is there." So it's possible. I'm not going to say it's not.
All right. So with that pack, so we know for sure we'll be getting the WrestleMania 41 arena, which I think will look amazing.
Yep.
I saw a mod where somebody already had made the arena, and it looks good right there. Did you see that mod, or what did you think about the arena this year?
I thought the arena was freaking amazing. I'm actually intrigued to see it at how they will do it, or how will it look. So I thought the arena looked freaking insane.
Would you go WrestleMania 40 arena or 41?
I would go WrestleMania 41 arena 100%.
Okay.
And I liked 40. I liked 40, but 41 was just on another level.
I wasn't a big fan of 40. I don't know what it is in my mind, but the green just looks.
I didn't mind the green because we obviously knew what it was for, like the football team. But I also
I never knew that.
Oh yeah, it was lazy though. I'm like, lazy is a strong word, but it just wasn't it wasn't up to par with other WrestleMania stages, like an X and an L, bro. Don't get me wrong, though. The moments of that show is what made WrestleMania stand out. It was awesome, but the stage was mid, bro. Like when The Rock came out, that was crazy, bro. I still can't believe Stone Cold didn't come out, but yeah, that would have been wild. I would have been telling my kids about that years later, like, yo, bro, Stone Cold pop out, man. But yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Yep. So I think that's one exciting thing. I'm really excited to see the arena. They said they're introducing a brand new superstar, My Faction card. Do you think that's 100% going to be El Grande Americano? Did we get anything?
Man, maybe Ray Phoenix. I can see Ray Phoenix.
Think so?
Yeah, man, I can see Ray Phoenix being in it. But I think odds are it's going to be El Grande Americano. But Taco Kid just mentioned something in the chat talking about we still haven't even gotten the celebrity for the first pack, bro. So we still waiting on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I don't think they include them in the WrestleMania 41 like rollout. Or do you think it's time? They said it will be announced by WWE. But I think something's definitely going on with that celebrity pack. people keep saying this Travis Scott is confirmed, it leaked. I don't think, that's why I can't really rely on leaks too much, because things can change. If something happened with that Travis Scott contract and they had to replace him with somebody else, I think it's possible. There's a possibility.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, but we know we're getting the WrestleMania 41 pack. We're getting random superstar.
Yep.
That John Cena status posted do you think that's from this pack, or
I
is
think
that going
that's
to be
a
like a
different
my
one. I think
faction?
that's different. I think that's
It's
different.
different.
Yep. You on PC though, right?
Yes, sir.
Word. Okay. Yeah, because that's where they're getting all them files and information from.
Oh no, I'm not pulling files.
Oh no, I'm not
Data
asking you
miners.
for the files. Nah, I'm just I'm just saying that's where they getting it from. So
Yeah,
yeah, bro. I mean, the John Cena look cool. I like that they got his updated Trons according to them. So we'll see what happens.
but it was weird though. Well, he did say it could be different in the final game, but they were saying like he was made to wrestle with his hat on.
Yeah, probably.
You can see like the hat marks on the head.
At the end of the day, bro, all this stuff ain't ready. You know what I mean? We only know
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it because these guys pull the files and stuff like that. But yeah, them things ain't ready.
Yeah. Yep. But all me 100 says, whoa. I don't know how you feel about this one. 2K is dying. I haven't touched the game since launch. It's so boring, bro. How you feel about that?
I don't think it's boring. I also haven't played the game as much the last couple weeks, to be honest. Like the whole My Faction thing that they did has really like got the best of me. And I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm just finna mind my business, do something else.
What do you think? What do you mean? What did they do?
Just like the live events, bro. Having to play 10 times for the reward, the packs going up in price. Like it's just a lot of different things that, I've made them aware of in my videos, but it's something that you want to see improve. And it just feels like they're going back on a mode. Yeah, bro. And I'm not afraid to let them know, like, they effing up. You know what I mean? And hopefully, they take the time to improve the mode, bring it back, because I thought that it had a very, very good start. I mean, you had me spending bread on this joint. I ain't played this like that in the past. So, seeing it go to the point where I'm not even feeling it, not even wanting to spend money and getting me off the game is just, I don't know, bro. I don't feel like very welcome to play it at the moment. That's all for me.
Which match would you say was the most annoying that had the 10? Was it like a match that was hard or something? Like
damn. There was that tag team match, that 4-on-4, where you had to beat like diamonds and pick the Pink Diamond X-Pac and a couple diamond. It was
I must not have had the cards you needed to do that one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ran into one of them yet. I do see like the Undertaker reward. You need like to
you still shouldn't have to play a match 10 times, bro, to get the full reward. Like
I will say
play it.
I don't mind if it's not like the stupid Roman Reigns where you had to do the super finisher on him, or the stupid one where you had to use Kofi and get him in the ambulance, where matches were like next to impossible. I don't mind if it's like an easier match you got to play 10 times, because I'm getting packs whenever I do them. But I mean, when it's like a annoying match like that, then yeah.
No, I get that. That makes sense.
I don't mind the 10 times. But yeah, I get it. And I think a lot of people who say the game is dying and it's boring, it's because, like, Brian, you don't play a lot of games. Like, you play a lot of sports games.
Yeah, I play a lot of sports games, bro. So
like the game doesn't get
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the game doesn't get cooked to me as fast as everybody else, because I'm playing another game and then I'll jump in, play 2K for a while, and then I'll jump in and play something else. So
yeah, that's part of the reason for me why I decided, like, I don't really play that many games, and this. That's part of the reason why I was stressing getting a Switch, because I want to try to improve my game taste. You know what I'm saying? Play some different games, have some fun, because, bro, I like these sports games are fun, but they really like suck the fun out of you. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get into something different and just play some different games, bro. So yeah, that's part of the reason why
I think that'll help. Yeah, to everybody who's saying the game is dead, it's dying so fast. I mean, if you're playing that game all day, every day, it's going to die, and that's no matter what game you're playing.
I agree. Yes.
I got one big adventure game I'm playing, and then I'll play like games like 2K and other stuff. Just when I want to turn my brain off and still enjoy what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But you got to kind of mix those things in, or else you're going to come up feeling like the game's burnt out and boring. Yeah. Which, I mean, it's nothing wrong if you only like sports game. That's just how some gamers are. Some gamers only play Call of Duty, but me, I play everything.
That game is cooked, by the way. But yeah,
Call of Duty, I haven't. No, I don't do first person.
That game got people in a really bad, like, toxic cycle. It's trash every year, but people still play it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like what I say. Well, no, I wouldn't say 2. I was about to say 2K is trash every year, kind of too, but Your TV just crashed out on you again.
Oh boy.
But I didn't like 22. I think
Yeah.
23 was better. 24 was good, and 25 I think is the best it's been since probably 19. So, I feel like it's getting there. It's a process sometimes, but Call of Duty I've heard has been cooked for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the WWE game this year, but the WWE game is definitely not bad. It's an improvement from last year, and I think that there's a lot of good things in the game. And I've mentioned it, bro. I've mentioned how much I've enjoyed the game. Just because I'm not playing it right now doesn't mean that it's a bad game. My review,
Exactly.
honestly, it still stands. Like, I really like the game. Gameplay wise, it's a really, really good game. For me personally, there's stuff that I would improve, but
Some stuff have to improve.
yeah,
I just
100%.
want to say, because we can't get 2K25 next year. Next year's time for a big leap.
I
Because I
agree.
was looking at the game. I don't know if y'all noticed, because the models look good, but the game itself actually doesn't look good. It's too cartoony based on where we are today.
I think
Graphics are outdated.
the crowd trash. The crowd look
Mhm.
trash. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's why I made the point yesterday. I looked at the Madden trailer again. Big sports fan. Going back and looking at the Madden trailer, bro. It's their first current gen only game. The snow look crazy. The models look crazy. Like, that's the leap that I need to see them take next year, along with crowd reaction. Let me get dynamic pops. Let me see the crowd pop for wrestlers that get the pops in real life. If Rhea Ripley out there, let me hear the crowd go wild. Like, there's no difference between me playing with a crowd with the noise on or not, because I already know what I'm getting. You feel what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
one of those things, bro. Again, we getting off topic again, but I really, really like this year's game. I'm just really turned off with the My Faction, because that's what was constantly bringing me back, along with the universe mode.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's off topic, because I mean, that's another thing. Like, when I was playing, I noticed they use like a cartoony graphic style for this, where a lot of other games, like you look at UFC,
Yeah.
it's like more of a realistic. I think it's time for them to redo the way the game looks, especially if they're going to go next gen only. They got to take that leap. Hair
Yes.
needs to look better, and I think the models actually need to look more realistic when you're playing the game. So we'll see. I mean, we might get the same thing next year, though. It might be 2K25.5
Hey,
or 6.
bro. Taco Kid just said it might be cooked because GTA comes out two months later. That should be more motivation for them to create a game that makes people want to come back to it. Because, bro, I'm not finna play GTA 6 24 hours out the day every single day. So if I can get WWE, a good WWE game in my rotation, to be able to come back to it every once in a while and continue making content on it, I would personally be okay with that. So they need to do something next year that's going to continue just bringing people back. And I feel like they've prioritized their bread and butter mode, which is universe mode. They've done a lot of changes to that mode this year, whether people want to hate on them or not. Universe mode is on a different level because of the patches this year. Rivalry scenes, being able to get them done in title matches, rivalry scenes in PLEs. There's just so much. The calendar is different. Like, I'm not trying to endorse the mode to everybody, but when you look at the patches, you can clearly tell that they do care about this mode this year.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying that when Grand Theft Auto comes out, 2K is cooked, everything's cooked. I see people saying that in my comment section as well, but I think everybody has their own lane. 2K is not like Grand Theft Auto is not 2K's competition.
It's very niche. It's very niche.
Yeah.
WWE is very niche, and GTA is a game that everybody play though.
Everybody,
So I can see them taking a hit, but eventually people are going to come back to play. That's what you got the DLC packs for. People are going to turn this game back on, get on that DLC. I think I'm gonna be honest, bro. The product needs to be good next year, but the DLC needs to be even better.
Yeah, true.
Because the DLC is what you're gonna have people coming back for to play the game. That's what happens every year. But next year, you need it to be like top notch. So we'll see what happens. I think DLC is gonna play a very, very big factor next year with GTA and all the bigger games coming out. Because GTA ain't the only game coming out next year, y'all. There's a lot more coming out. So.
And they see Mortal Kombat as competition, because there was a survey that came out and they were asking about like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I think those are the games they worry more about outside of like GTA, because like I said, I got like a big adventure game I'm always playing, and then I got my other games that I'll play when I want to turn my brain off and just go. I think NetherRealm Studios, they could have another Injustice or Mortal Kombat, whatever they're working on. So I mean, it's more than GTA they'll have to worry about, but I don't think GTA is going to cut their legs off completely.
No, I think they'll be fine, bro. At the end of the day, they take two. That's a WWE and GTA is a take two game, so they gonna make sure that both are
Make
gonna
sure
run
everybody
as smooth as
eating.
possible. You know what I'm saying? Because
True.
one game eating and the rest just completely crap in the bed, that's not beneficial to them either.
And people, y'all saying at once GTA comes out, every game is done for. How long do y'all think that story campaign is going to be? Because
I
you're
think
going
they're
to probably
considering
get a month
GTA
out of
Online.
GTA. What'd you say?
GTA Online.
But I mean, you're right. GTA
But,
5 was like the
look at
best-selling
that,
game
bro.
of all time.
We
So
12, 13 years in, bro. People still having on that joint.
people
So
still playing it.
I know you a big campaign guy, but I'm gonna get you into the online this year or next year. We're
I'm
gonna have
down.
fun with
Let's
that.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I usually like with GTA, I'll play it. I never played GTA 5 online. I did the campaign, loved it, enjoyed it. I was up out of there. Same with Red Dead Redemption. But
I'm gonna get you in there, my boy.
well, let's do it, man.
We
Let's
gonna be
do it.
blowing up cribs, living in a bunker. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna
Owning
have our
nightclubs.
gang. We're
Oh, we're
gonna
about
role
to get.
play.
Yes, sir. We're about to get right.
Well, let's do it, man. But Brian,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to tap out here, young man. I am starving.
Yeah, go get them eats, my boy. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys for coming through, popping out. We peaked at about 40 something. I mean, we're just trying to stay consistent here, have fun. If you do miss the podcast, or for those that are in here and cannot catch every podcast, you guys will notice a trend of some of these clips going up after. So you guys can go on ahead and watch that. So we do appreciate you guys popping out. And again, love y'all. Kenny, going ahead and
Love
take us
y'all
out.
to death. But I mean, before y'all get out of here, we need y'all to. I need something from y'all. I need y'all to do me a favor. Let me pull my chair up a little bit because I need to make sure y'all can understand. If you have not already, and it looks like a lot of you have not, I need y'all to drop a like on this video. And I also need y'all to smash the subscribe button. Before you do that, I need you to grip that thing, squeeze it a little bit, and kiss that ring.